Hey, what is up, Aquamigos? Welcome to another Fish Friday. And today what I want to do is just give updates on everything, the guppies, the pool pond, and let you know how everything's doing. So let's just start with the guppy bin real quick. So I did water changes in here and also in the 15-gallon yesterday, and kind of as I expected, you know, the ammonia levels were pretty high in here, the nitrate levels were pretty high in the 15-gallon because this tank is kind of overstocked, and that's why we have like so much algae growing on the glass right there. It's because those nitrates are like pretty high, so like of course I did go ahead and do a water change yesterday. But the problem that I'm having over here, and it's kind of the problem that I was expecting to have, is that if you look at these water hyacinth right here, they're already kind of starting to go dormant for the winter. They're starting to turn brown, so they're not going to be pulling like as many nutrients from this water as they were before. And the sponge filters, they're just not established yet. You know, my ammonia was pretty high, but my nitrites and my nitrates, they were at 0. So those sponge filters, they're not really doing much yet. And I don't know about you guys, but I've been adding, you know, I did put API Quick Start in here, and I just feel like it doesn't do anything. Like sometimes I feel like this is just a bottle of water that they're selling as like beneficial bacteria, but who knows? But that's just how it goes, you know. It was my fault for not having this ready before I needed to put guppies in it. In reality, I probably should have set this thing up like a month or two earlier than I actually did. But I mean, for right now, it's okay. I'm keeping a close eye on the parameters, and I've been doing water changes. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take some of the guppies out of here and put them into the 15-gallon just so that there's not so much ammonia being produced in this bin right here, and that'll just be temporary until, you know, these filters get established. So let's go ahead and actually do that right now. Alright guys, so I got those guppies in there. I know it's not looking so nice because of all that algae and everything, and I know I'm gonna still have to do more water changes on this because, you know, the nitrate levels are still going to be high, but at least it's better than having really high ammonia levels because nitrates are less toxic to fish than ammonia. So yeah guys, pretty much I'm just keeping an eye on things until this bin gets established, and then that'll make things a lot easier. And then guys, my 20-gallon tank, I'm also going to stock it with guppies, so that'll like make my maintenance a little bit easier because I'm gonna put, you know, a good probably 20 of those guppies into this bin right here, and that'll just kind of like lighten the workload as far as like maintenance goes. And what I'm gonna actually do with this tank, I don't think I've really mentioned it yet, but one of my buddies on YouTube, Vertigo117, him and I are gonna do like an aquascape off, and we're planning on posting those videos on November 27th. And this is going to be the first time I've ever done like an aquascape or even attempted an aquascape, so I really don't know how it's going to come out. I have a very vague idea of what I think I'm going to do, and I actually am thinking about ordering these rocks. Let me show you real quick. I think they look pretty cool, so I think I'm going to go ahead and buy these. It's called I don't know how you say that, Siriu rock, but that's what I'm planning on using for my hardscape. And I think for the substrate, as of right now, I want to do sand. And another thing is that it looks like I'm probably going to have to order a new AquaClear filter. The first thing is that I lost the little impeller that goes inside the motor. So at first I was just planning on buying that little impeller, but then it looks like altogether the motor itself stopped working. And when I was looking at prices of like just buying that new motor, it's like almost just as expensive as buying the entire filter again. So I'm just gonna buy the whole thing again. And I haven't given you guys a really good look at the pool pond in a while, so let's go up there and take a look at that. Alright guys, here we are. Let's go ahead and take the net off real quick. Boop. Alright, there we go. Yeah, everything looks like it's doing pretty good. You know, like my My water lilies, they're starting to go dormant as well for the winter. As more of those lily pads start dying off, what I'll do is I'll just go in there and I'll clip them off and take them out just to keep that decaying plant matter out of the water. But look, they're all pretty like stoked to get fed right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and feed them, and let's see if I'm able to get some good underwater footage of the butterfly koi, the shabunkin goldfish, the oranda goldfish, and our dojo loach, which is over there by the waterfall. That seems to be one of his favorite places to hang out. One thing real quick about that dojo loach, one thing that I've noticed recently is that it's like an albino dojo loach. They call it a golden dojo loach, but it's basically like an albino, and I think its eyesight is very poor. Like, I think it's almost blind because he does not see food when I put it in, and the only way he's able to sense food, from what I've noticed, is if food falls close to him, he's able to taste it or smell it with his barbs, and then he goes crazy trying to eat the food. So that's one thing that I learned recently. Oh, and of course, I almost forgot the fantail goldfish, which is over here, down there at the bottom. Alright guys, so as you can tell, it looks like everything is doing pretty good. Those little tiny goldfish that were born in this pond during the summer are actually getting pretty big now. Some of them are even as big as 3 inches long now. And it's really nice to see that that dojo loach seems to be like really thriving in this pond, because I was a little nervous about when the temperature was going to drop out here, but it seems like he's doing totally fine. And that butterfly koi, I can't believe how big he's gotten compared to how big he was when I bought him from the store. I mean, when I got him from the store, he was probably like this long, like maybe like 4.5 inches long maybe. He's definitely probably one of my favorite fish, if not my favorite fish. So anyways guys, I hope you liked this video. I just wanted to do a quick update because I haven't done one in such a long time. And remember guys, new fish videos every Friday, Fish Fridays. And if you guys like this video, make sure you go down there and give this video a like. That would help me out so much. And if you would like to see more videos by me in the future, make sure you go down there and hit that subscribe button, and also hit that bell notifications button, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Peace.